Oh, I want baby girl.
Don't baby girl me. How many of your groupies you call baby girl? Is Tisha a baby girl? Is Amanda a baby girl too? And who the hell is Bonquisha? Is that even a name?
Man, I can't
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Let's welcome all my victims, all my survivors, all my thrivers, or anybody that's out there that just want to educate yourself. And you already know. Let's say hello to all you narcissistic men and women up out there in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, big round of applause to the narcissistic, domestic violence men and women up out here in New York State, Binghamton, wherever they at, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give them a round of applause again. Yeah, cuz can't do it without them. Y'all get the joke. But listen, welcome to Sharane, everybody. Let's go. I hope everybody's having a blessed morning today. Doing something productive, getting up, getting their stuff ready for work, or maybe you're on vacation or you're off for the day. As long as you're not home doing no street pharmacist activities for these narcissists and these domestic violence people up out here in these streets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Welcome to Sharanesville, everybody. Yeah, let's get into this. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Sharanesville. Welcome, everybody. As you know, I'm Sharane. I'm a peer mentor survivor for domestic violence and narcissistic abuse relationships for all men and women in Binghamton. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I spread awareness for all men and women. Okay, I share my stories, I help other people, I share resources, whatever it is, as a parent or survivor advocate, that's what I do, ladies and gentlemen. I do things behind the scenes for our victims out here in these streets. Make sure y'all check out my support group page. It is called Domestic Violence and Narcissistic Relationships I Survive. Okay. Yes, check it out because it's a lot of good stuff up there for all men and women. And also, you can reach me out through Messenger for whatever resources, in your area that you need help with, to get to, things like that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Sharane's World, everybody. Make sure y'all check out my support group page. Okay, if you going through something, even if you're not, even if you just want to educate yourself, and you're a male or a female, check out my support group page right there on Facebook. All right. Also check out my community wall right here on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. So check it out. Get all the juicy information that you need. It's up there. I appreciate you all. All right. And if you haven't already, tune into my Patreon. My Patreon is called Sharane's World, just like my YouTube channel, okay? And just like my radio show. Every Friday, tune in to the WBDY 99.5 FM, Binghamton, the Bundy Radio, okay? The Bundy Museum. Tune in every Friday at 6 p.m. Sharane World Radio Show will be live every Friday, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And this is why I say if you don't get the WBDY 99.5, this is why you got to check out and become a member to my Patreon because that's where I upload all my radio shows too. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so check it out. You don't want to miss it. That's why I put up all my radio shows for the week or whatever the case may be. Okay, so let's get into this. Welcome to Sharaneville, everybody. Yeah, so it is Tuesday morning, and you know them narcissists and them DV people are lurking, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure that y'all are paying attention. They are looking for supply. They are looking for a new person that they could beat on, or whatever the case may be. But the narcissist is definitely looking for the week. If they haven't looked yesterday, they are definitely looking for the week on how they're gonna get through their week or whatever the situation is going on and going wrong. They're looking for that supply so you could feed their whole goal and personal need for their own selfish stuff about here in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so please be careful when you're out here associating yourself with these narcissists and these domestic violence people. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's Tuesday and everybody's getting ready to do whatever they got to do for the day. But if you have woken up next to domestic violence or a narcissist, just make sure you have the tools in your pocket so you could be able to move on with your life, or you could be able to get yourself out that situation the most safest way that you can. All right. And if you have wakened up to a narcissist, a domestic violence person, female, male, putting their hands on you, abusing you, taking your stuff, they're always angry. It's always something about their life and they put it onto you. You know, please, I just want to let you know that that is not a safe situation to put yourself into. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in Binghamton. So in Binghamton, there's a lot of situations that go on and go on out here. Okay. As I say, I'm a peer mentor survivor for everyone that's out in Broome County, Binghamton, New York. All right. Even though I spread awareness nationwide, I'm here for the people that's out here because at the end of the day, there's a lot of domestic violence, a lot of mental health. There's a lot of things for all men and women that's going wrong out here in these streets that nobody wants to talk about. But Sharane World is here to spread the awareness, to bring the awareness out here so you guys can get the tools in your pocket so you can understand what's going on and going wrong about here in these streets. Okay. So welcome to Showing Girl, everybody. I appreciate you all for coming through, viewing my channel, whatever it is. Okay. We're going to listen. This Friday, we're going to get into some juicy stuff that we probably haven't gotten fully into last Friday. So this Friday on my radio show, we definitely going to be talking about some more domestic violence, some more narcissistic abuse, some more surviving stuff, and we're gonna get into we're gonna have a good time, all right? So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all, and listen, don't be out there registering no cards, don't insure no cars, all right? If you want to learn how to get your healing on, the best way to do it is to open up your third eye and stop dwelling on what they did and what they're doing, okay? And start understanding what you need to do and what you have to do for yourself, okay? For you and your children, or even if you don't have children, you have to worry about yourself, ladies and gentlemen. So start thinking about yourself, start feeding into yourself, giving in all the good stuff to yourself, all the self care that you can do, okay? This is why I say if you're actively in situations but you're trying to leave, start trying to go get counseling, start trying to open up your mouth and you'll use your voice and let people know what's going on and going wrong, okay? And if they're not trying to help you, you have to look to the next person, all right? There's always somebody else that's going to hear you, understand you, and that's going to be able to help you up out here in the streets, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that's why I say, when you're trying to come out these situations, or if you're out of these situations and you're still having a hard time, that's because you're stuck in the victim stage and you need to understand how to get past that part. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is okay to lose material things. It is okay. I understand how hard it is. You worked for certain things, but when it comes to these narcissists and these domestic violence people, they will have you lose whatever it is. But you have to make sure that you don't lose your mind, your mental, and everything while they're trying to put you down. All right. And while they're trying to do that, the whole thing that you need to be doing is trying to build yourself back up. Just keep building yourself back up, whatever it is, around good people. You need the right team on your side. And what I mean by the right team, you need advocates, lawyers, counselors, doctors. Okay. If your doctors is not giving you the answers, your lawyers, your counselors, whatever it is, you can always get a different one, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to settle. That is the problem. You're going to show your relationship stuff within your lawyers and counselors. You don't have to settle for people that's not hearing you. There's always someone else up out there in the streets that will listen to you. Okay. So, yes, keep your voice heard, okay, ladies and gentlemen, and e- educate yourself. Understand what you're going through, especially out here in Binghamton, because there's a lot of domestic violence. There's a lot of narcissistic abuse. There's a lot of people that think that they got to be up in them clubs, bars, and shingdings every day, every weekend. They got to pop out at the latest event, every event, whatever it is that they got going on and going wrong, but they're not making sure that they mental, they home, whatever it is good about here in the street. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sharane's World right here on YouTube. Yeah. Welcome to Sharane, everybody. I hope everybody's having a blessed morning. Make sure if you waking up and you single and you out there mingling, make sure you ain't come home to no narcissist or no domestic violence person. Ladies and gentlemen, start recognizing who you're dealing with. In the first beginning of meeting these people, start recognizing what you're dealing with. They will show you the signs in the very beginning when it comes to narcissists. A domestic violence person is not going to show them signs so quickly. This is why you have to understand what you're dealing with. And if you are a survivor and a thriver or whatever, okay, you should have them tools in your pocket, ladies and gentlemen. Because a narcissist and a domestic violence person is always going to pick up on your energy that you're not healed and that you're easy to be able to manipulate and gaslit. Okay? So this is why I say heal, because all you're gonna do is pick up the same people that you just dropped off. It's just gonna be different faces, different backgrounds. Right, ladies and gentlemen? So use them tools in your pocket. Educate yourself, all right? Nobody's saying that you can't date. Just have them tools in your pocket because if you run across another DV person, another narcissist, you'll be able to understand and spot them very, very easy. And you won't be able to put yourself back into that situation again, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Especially in Binghamton. Everybody, open your third eye. All right. Welcome to Sharane. I appreciate you all. And listen, if you are experiencing any domestic violence, no matter where you at, reach out to a licensed domestic violence advocate. They're out there. Everybody's town is different. Like I said, I reside in New York State. New York State is absolutely different from everybody else's city and town. All right. So reach out to your licensed advocates that's within your town, your area. Start there. If you can't get no answers there, start within the next neighboring town that you are in, ladies and gentlemen. Start with the next neighboring town. Reach out to those advocates in the next neighboring town. So that could be the next town over. Okay? Try to get help from them. You gotta start somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta get your voices heard. The Domestic Violence National Hotline is there for you. When you tell these people you are in danger or whatever, yes, you have to use your voice and let them know. They will try to find those resources to get you out that situation, but they will point you in that right direction. That's what they're there for, ladies and gentlemen. Reach out to them. No matter where you are nationwide, the Domestic Violence National Hotline number is there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen, welcome to Sharane's World. I appreciate you all. Make sure y'all check out all my flyers. If you run across my flyers, check them out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and y'all stay safe. Please stay safe because domestic violence is absolutely real. And I want to want to say, hold on real quick. Let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. Let's go real quick. I wanted to say, super shout out to the Crime Victims Assistance Center, for listening to me yesterday when I called in to take that call for one of my followers, okay? And I had to call over there to get some information and things like that for one of my followers. And I appreciate that lady that answered the phone over there that's located right here in Binghamton, the Crime Victims Assistance Center in Binghamton. And I appreciate her for saying that she appreciates the work that I'm doing for the community and things like that. And also that she's going to let all the other girls know, and not just her. I called over to some other places as well um, that I was given resources to the call. And, they also vouch. They love the work that I'm doing, and they're going to definitely share my radio show and things like that too the girls and everyone else. So I appreciate that. And listen, if anybody's going through something, no matter where you at, if you're in a domestic violence shelter, a regular shelter, wherever you at, home, stuck with these narcissists, these DV people, maybe you don't live with them. Okay? No matter what your situation is, married to them, kids with them, no kids by them, animals with them. You're sharing animals, okay, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, that can happen, all right? But no matter. There's help out there. There are people that that lived and walked through your shoes and that was able to make it past there. And then also there are people that didn't make it alive. All right, so this is why I'm out here spreading awareness so people can understand and open up their third eye, so they don't make it in that part where they're making it unalive, because too many people out here that's going unalive behind domestic violence and narcissistic abuse, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. Welcome to Sharane. We're gonna start heading up out of here. I appreciate you all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, because by you hitting the like button, we'll get this video shared around to somebody, some male, some female, some grandma, some grandpa, some uncle, some cousin, some sister, some brother, some niece and a nephew. It may get around to one of them that's going through something and they want to know how to come up out of the situation or whatever the case may be from a survivor. So please hit the like button, share the video, or whatever the case may be, all right? Even if you don't subscribe, just hit the like button. The whole goal is making sure that everybody is getting the awareness, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. So I appreciate you all. Welcome to Sharane's World right here on YouTube. Y'all stay blessed right here in Binghamton. Make sure that y'all not out here registering no cars that done with these narcissists, because I already know you out here rocking with my narcissistic act, you definitely in a domestic violence and a narcissistic abuse relationship. You probably had to pull out some order protections, and you probably had to deal with a lot of garbage mess going on and going wrong. So listen, y'all stay y'all third eye open, stay 10 steps ahead of them, and men, please speak up, okay? I can't express it enough right here in Binghamton and the surrounding areas, PA, Albany, wherever you at, Brooklyn. Listen, please speak up. Like I keep telling y'all, my radio show hit the airwaves, it hits everywhere, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So my awareness hits everywhere, not just in Binghamton, but it definitely hits everywhere else. So please, ladies and gentlemen, please speak up. Men, speak up. Stop dealing with these toxic females. You don't have to deal with that. If you're going through some stuff with some custody battles, start saving your receipts. And I don't care if you bought a piece of candy. Save every receipt that you can save when you're dealing with these toxic females, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. I get it. That's your kid. But this is what you have to do to protect yourself when you have these people talking about you ain't taking care of your kid. But in a cut, you are taking care of your kid, okay? Y'all already know the type of men I advocate for, so I don't got to get into all of that. But listen, men, speak up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this goes for all men and women. Please make sure that you start meeting these people on camera when you're doing custody exchange or whatever it is, as long as it's on camera, ladies and gentlemen. Camera at a safe location, a police station. Maybe they have family court, may have one of them little centers where they have people inside where you can meet up there and do the drop-off exchange. As long as it's on camera and you have another person here to witness it. Get someone else to mediate something. You know, the things between you and that father, okay, that can talk for you. That can also not sit there and be on your side, the father's side. They're there for the kid. They're there to see what the kid needs. Yes, I'm dropping the kid off. Yes, I'm dropping the kid back off. And things like that. They're not there to start trouble, all right? Because this is how you're not going to get out of your situation. And the whole goal is to make sure that your kid is not being stuck in a cycle right along with you, ladies and gentlemen. And I understand people got these toxic baby mothers that don't allow them to see their kids for whatever reasons. You know, and like I keep telling y'all got to stay focused dealing with these toxic men and women. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's tools in your pockets. Welcome to Sharane's World. Alrighty, and don't forget, I'll be live this Friday on my radio show. We're gonna be talking about some juicy stuff. I appreciate everybody. If you do want to come and call in, make sure y'all stay tuned to my radio show. Definitely call in, no matter who you are, male or female. Spread awareness. Maybe you went through it, a family member, maybe somebody passed away in your family that went through it. Whatever it is, Sharane's World is here. All right, stay focused. Thank you.
You got a long way to go. Rock with me now.